Welcome back to another SnowRunner adventure. Today, we're taking something a little different into the wilderness, a Batman-inspired mod vehicle. While SnowRunner is known for its realistic heavy-duty trucks and unforgiving terrain, the modding community has created countless unique vehicles over the years, and this Batman-themed machine is definitely one of the most eye-catching. As we begin this journey, you can already see the challenging conditions ahead. Deep mud, steep inclines, uneven trails, and unpredictable terrain are exactly what SnowRunner was designed for. One of the reasons SnowRunner remains popular years after its release is its physics system. Unlike many driving games where speed is everything, SnowRunner rewards patience, planning, and vehicle control. Every tire rotation, suspension movement, and terrain interaction can affect whether you make progress or end up completely stuck. Right now, the Batman truck is heading into a muddy section that would challenge even some of the game's most capable off-road vehicles. Mud in SnowRunner isn't simply a visual effect. The game calculates resistance, wheel spin, vehicle weight, tire grip, and torque output in real time. As the wheels begin digging into the terrain, maintaining momentum becomes critical. Too much throttle and the tires spin uselessly. Too little throttle and the vehicle loses forward motion altogether. For players new to SnowRunner, one of the most important lessons is understanding terrain. Mud, snow, rocks, water crossings, and steep hills all require different driving techniques. Learning when to engage all-wheel drive, differential lock, and low gear can make the difference between success and spending half an hour recovering your truck. The SnowRunner community has become famous for finding creative solutions to difficult situations. Some players spend hundreds of hours completing contracts and rebuilding infrastructure. Others focus on exploration, discovering hidden upgrades and watchtowers across the game's massive maps. And then there are the modders. The modding scene has significantly expanded SnowRunner's lifespan. Today, players can download everything from realistic heavy-duty work trucks to military vehicles, race trucks, emergency vehicles, construction equipment, and even fictional vehicles inspired by movies, comics, and television. That's how we ended up driving this Batman-inspired machine through terrain that would probably make Gotham City's roads look easy. As we begin climbing this hill, notice how the suspension works to keep the tires planted on the ground. SnowRunner's terrain deformation system creates a constantly changing driving experience. Tracks left by previous vehicles can affect future attempts, and deep ruts can either help guide your truck or trap it completely. One interesting fact about SnowRunner is that it was developed as the successor to MudRunner and Spin tires. Each generation improved terrain simulation, vehicle physics, and environmental detail. What started as a niche off-road simulation eventually became one of the most respected off-road driving franchises in gaming. Now we're entering a section where traction becomes the main challenge. Steep climbs require careful throttle control. The Batman truck might look aggressive, but even powerful vehicles can struggle when gravity, mud, and weight combine against them. This is where many SnowRunner players rely on winches. The winch system is arguably one of the most iconic features in the game. Rather than simply resetting after getting stuck, players can attach their vehicle to trees, utility poles, rocks, and other objects to pull themselves through difficult sections. Veteran players often joke that the winch is the true hero of SnowRunner. Another reason SnowRunner has maintained a strong player base is the cooperative multiplayer mode. Friends can join together, haul cargo, recover stranded trucks, and tackle difficult contracts as a team. Some of the most memorable moments happen when an attempted rescue turns into an even bigger recovery operation. And if you've ever played SnowRunner online, you already know that a simple delivery can quickly turn into a 2-hour adventure. The modding community continues to release new content regularly. Some mods focus on realism, adding authentic truck models and real-world specifications. Others prioritize fun, introducing overpowered engines, giant tires, and completely unique creations like the vehicle we're driving today. As we continue pushing through this muddy trail, you can see how the truck's design helps it stand out. The dark styling and aggressive appearance fit surprisingly well within SnowRunner's rugged environments. Despite the superhero theme, the terrain remains the ultimate opponent. No matter how powerful the vehicle, SnowRunner always finds a way to challenge the driver. One of the most fascinating aspects of the game is how every route presents a strategic choice. Do you take the longer but safer path or attempt the shorter route through deep mud and risky terrain? Experienced players know that the obvious shortcut is often the slowest option. Looking around at the environment, it's easy to appreciate the scale of SnowRunner's maps. From remote forests and mountain roads to frozen tundras and flooded regions, the game offers a huge variety of landscapes. Each season, update, and expansion has introduced new regions, vehicles, and challenges, giving players fresh terrain to conquer. As we approach another steep section, the Batman truck continues to battle for traction. Tire choice plays a huge role in SnowRunner. Mud tires, off-road tires, and chain tires all have strengths and weaknesses depending on the environment. Many experienced players spend almost as much time planning vehicle setups as they do actually driving. That level of preparation is part of what makes SnowRunner unique. It's not just a driving game, it's a logistics game. It's a problem-solving game. And sometimes it's a patience test disguised as an off-road simulator. The SnowRunner fan community remains one of the most dedicated gaming communities around. Players constantly share vehicle builds, recovery stories, route strategies, screenshots, and mod recommendations. Whether someone enjoys realistic trucking, exploration, roleplay, or simply driving unusual mod vehicles across impossible terrain, there's a place for them in the community. As we near the end of today's journey, the Batman truck has proven itself surprisingly capable. Mud, hills, rough terrain, and challenging climbs have all tested its abilities. And that's what makes SnowRunner so satisfying. Success isn't measured by speed, it's measured by persistence. Every meter of progress feels earned. Every recovery feels like an achievement, and every successful delivery tells a story. Thank you for joining this Batman Edition SnowRunner adventure. If you enjoy off-road simulations, vehicle mods, and challenging terrain, SnowRunner continues to be one of the best experiences available. Until the next journey, keep your differential locked, your winch ready, and your wheels turning. See you on the trails.